Hello everybody, this is the Love of Truth Tarot, and we're going to get into another collective reading. I'm going to pull from some oracle cards and tarot cards and maybe even my own cards that I've made, these ones. The energies have been really, I like the energy so far lately, but I noticed it's like the more that when they say, you know how they say like new levels, new devils or something similar to that. That's what I'm feeling lately. Like there's this pushback when you're trying to elevate. I guess that's just nature. That's normal. But I do sense like that the collective, you guys are trying to push forward, trying to do the best thing for yourself and for the whole, I think, for everyone involved. But it seems like sometimes when you do that, like I said, there's some sort of pushback, resistance. And that's just what I'm feeling lately. So, not sure if anybody else is feeling like that. But let's get into the reading. Angels, guides, and ancestors of the highest white light, what do we need to see? What does the collective need to hear right now? Ooh, all right. We have begin now, take your first step. And we also have voyage of the heart, love flows through you. Through you and to you. So what this looks like is opening your heart up. And I don't know if that's necessarily like a relationship or it could be a new relationship because it says begin now, like take your first step. Maybe there's these first steps towards something, dealing with the heart. Sorry, keep clearing my throat. Let me clear my throat. Okay. All right. So we have other cards that popped out. First one I saw was grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Okay. Now, I just want to say for those that aren't dealing with any sort of relationship or whether it's a current relationship that you're in already or something new that's starting, I think it's a new era, it's a new beginning, it's a new time. Okay, obviously it says the time, or no, it doesn't say the time is now, but it says begin now, take your first step. So there's definitely some sort of like, I'm getting like a traveling through your heart, exploring your own heart. It's like to see what's within it. It's almost like you're getting to know yourself again. And it's interesting how in each of these there's a hand. Wow, that's really interesting. I just noticed that. See how she's blowing, not blowing, but I was going to say blowing the wind or something, or like there's wind, like, I don't even know what you would call that, but the love is coming out of her hand, so to say. Okay, we'll just say that. Then this woman, her hand is in the front and she's waving goodbye. And, maybe that's another thing. Maybe you're ending a relationship, saying goodbye. So, like, your first steps of ending a relationship. That could also be something. And then we also have her hand. Sorry, it's not, like, straight. But we also have her hand, out like this. And that looks more like wind or like magic. There's something with the hands. There's something, it's just sticking out to me. Almost like you're reaching your hand out to the universe, to God, to the divine, and saying, okay, I will let you guide me. Like, almost as if you're saying, universe, okay, here's my hand, take my hand, help me through, lead me to where I need to go. It's like this sense of the unknown, and you're doing it anyway, and it looks like you're enthusiastic about it anyways. Like, this guy's happy, and he's like you can't really see because of the clarity of the front camera, but it's not that clear. But he's just like, he looks like he's going to enjoy his trip, wherever he's going, whatever he's doing. And this one doesn't actually look too happy. That's interesting. I'm just noticing that. Like, she doesn't really have much of a expression on her face, almost like she's trying to hide how she feels. So maybe there's someone in your life that was hiding how they felt about you or this connection, or maybe, and then it ended. Like, this is just one scenario for certain people. Excuse me. I don't know why the chickens are sticking out to me too, but it's like there's so many details that are sticking out to me here. Well, if you think about it, they lay eggs, right? So chickens lay eggs, and what that represents, the egg represents new beginnings or new life as well, right? So this is very interesting. So yeah, I keep feeling like go with the flow. Okay, love flows through you and to you. So know that the love is within you, and it's coming from source, coming from the divine. Okay, it's always there. It's always within you. It's just a matter of bringing it out of you. And I think, again, you're exploring your heart, and you're looking within, and you're saying, oh, this is who I really am. Well, what do you know? And it's kind of like having any sort of relationship with anyone. But it's obviously the most intimate relationship you're ever going to have is with yourself. So it's important to know yourself. It's important to know everything, all the little details of, what will your heart accept? What will your heart not accept? What do you think your heart deserves? You know, how get in tune with how your heart really feels, and how much maybe you have been taking, and say to yourself, I'm going to nurture my heart more, my emotions. I'm going to, put the focus more on my emotions. That's what I'm getting from this too. There's a lot of emotions here, because this looks like it's turning into like a tidal wave, like in her hair. And someone's like going up to the sky. So it's almost like saying the love within you is infinite, like, because and it's also reaching out to the stars, to the sky, and this is usually associated with the divine, because it's like the unknown, and we don't know what's out there, right? So it's kind of like that's the connection I'm getting here. So it's like, sorry, I'm like on the side, but this is metaphorical for tapping into higher realms, higher vibrations, and pulling that love from, like, it's not pulling, but it's like the divine is there saying it's all here for you. You just have to reach out and grab it. And I think also this time, maybe this leaving this person or whatever is also helping you, because there's so many emotions, because it's like a tidal wave of emotions. It's reaching out into the ethers, into the divine. It's like, that's how deeply this affected you. It's almost like it had to push you to reach out to the divine, the most high. And I did say that in another reading, so I really believe that that's what's going on here. Wow, this is really deep, guys. Then with the grace and gratitude, through gratitude, joy expands. I think, yeah, like whatever has happened to you, because I'm feeling like there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of emotions that, regardless of whatever it was, there was a lot of emotions involved in this situation, good and bad, but mostly I'm hearing bad as far as the reason, obviously, of why he had to leave or they left or whatever. And I'm thinking what this is saying through Gratitude Joy Expands, it's like tap into what you already have that you appreciate, that you see as beautiful and love from the divine, like a gift. We're all blessed in many different ways when we follow. The key is when we follow the signs from the divine. And I truly believe the reason why people aren't blessed, or when you don't feel like you're being blessed, is because you're going off path. You're just going off, and how they say, like, I don't know who they is, but when you feel like God isn't around, this is what I always say, is that God didn't leave you, you walked away from God. That's all this is. So it's like it's almost like you're going back on track. So you're walking back on I'm hearing the straight and narrow path, because that's really what it is. But it's like the main track of your life. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I was doing this over here and I kind of went off track and maybe didn't realize you did. I don't think that we realize that we do. And this candle is interesting because one side is staying lit and then the other side, because there's 2 wicks, and the other side is almost out. It's not quite out yet. So maybe that's a sign as well. Maybe there's still some lingering energies still connected to this. That's why it's coming out. And obviously we're needing to purge these things. That's what I'm getting. And the flame is extremely small, but it's still there. Or maybe that could, since there's 2 different wicks, it could mean that one still has a burning flame, and it might not be for that person necessarily, but it just means like in their hearts. This is what I'm getting. And then the other one, it's like almost like saying their flame is going out. Like it's almost out. And I don't mean like, they're going to pass away or anything, but I'm not really tapping into that necessarily. Obviously anything can happen. I don't want to go there, but I see it more so as an energetic thing. And my cats are trying to go outside and they're not allowed to go out there right now, and they're my distraction right now. Hold on, guys. Okay, they don't want to hear no, so anyways, so let's get back into the reading. So focus on what you're grateful for, what you're thankful for, what the universe has already provided for you. And you might think that, well, I don't really have that much right now. But what this is saying is, it doesn't matter how little or how small you think something is. Focus on whatever it is. Doesn't matter, whatever it is. It could even be like these little petals right here from a flower. It could be like a tiny little flower. Or just, going outside and smelling the fresh air. Like it could be as simple as that. Looking around, seeing the people that you might have in your life. And if you don't have anyone in your life, it's like any little thing that you can see. The sun shining. You woke up today. You're still alive, And that's where I feel like we need to focus on those things, because that's going to, build our appreciation for, it's going to attract other things as well that we deserve. And it's going to build, it's going to be like a constant gratefulness, appreciation, and embracing of these things. And I'm hearing like it's going to be a ripple effect or a domino effect when you continue to do this. So we have navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Yeah, like I was saying with the stars here, the wave going all the way up, the tidal wave, is so big. Your emotions, there were so many emotions. It's like you reached, because you had so many deep emotions, so many crazy emotions I'm hearing, it like reached up to the sky, up to the stars. Like that's how much maybe you've been hurt, or how much emotion you had for somebody, and then yet I'm hearing like it was all blown away or something by maybe one event, maybe by multiple events. You know, I'm hearing their character. Okay, so maybe their character wasn't the greatest towards you, and just in general with who they are. Sorry, I'm just like throwing things in the garbage. And what this, okay, so with navigating by the stars, it's like follow your bliss. So follow whatever makes you happy. Again, when you know, when you find things that you're grateful for, it's going to, that's basically what I'm trying to say. Follow that, because that's going to lead you to bigger and better and more beautiful things in your life. And this is all a journey, right? And that's what this whole deck is based off of, actually. What's it called again? It's called Sacred Traveler Oracle Cards. Okay. Yeah, our life is a journey. Okay, we're traveling through life. And, you know, appreciating every moment is going to make your life more fulfilling, because then it's like you're not sitting there waiting for something to happen. It's almost like if you imagine it happening right now, you keep that feeling, you know, it's going to draw that closer to you. So, and that's actually a manifestation technique. So if you want to manifest something, you have to pretend that you're already there, that you already have that thing, or that you already, you know, are there. Like I said, like for example, if you want to go on vacation somewhere that has like a tropical atmosphere or a beach or something, this is just an example, but you can pretend by going maybe to a local beach, you know, closing your eyes, pretending that you're there. You know, you don't have to necessarily even go to a beach, but it's like that would help as far as the atmosphere, the smells, the sounds, you know, the waves, you know, the seagulls, whatever, you know, kids playing in the background in the sand and splashing water, like all these little things. You can pretend that, you can close your eyes and pretend that you're wherever it is that you want to go. And, you know, and you can do this with whatever it is. Like, again, this is just an example as far as the beach scenario. But that is going to draw that naturally to you, because your brain already, how does this work? Where it's like, when you think something's actually happening, or if you say to yourself it's already done, your brain has to almost like catch up in a way and create it and make it a reality, because you're already pretending as though it happened. So it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty awesome how the brain works. And it's not just the brain. I think this is more, I mean, I already know this is spiritual, this is energetic, but it's everything. You know, it's spiritual, it's science, it's you know, emotions. So it's mental. It's like we can put all these things together, you know, because it's funny how everything's all separated, and it's like actually it's all one. But anyway, I don't want to get too far into that. But I think that might help to know too, that when you know things are connected and things will just happen, they're not just random things, and they're all connected, it just starts to fit more like a puzzle, and then it starts to make sense. And it's like, oh, okay, it's like almost like a story, where say you heard like one chapter of a book, you'd be like, okay, what the heck was that? I don't even know what happened before that, what's going to happen after. And you're kind of left wondering. That's kind of how life is in the physical realm. And then it's like those that are tapped into the spiritual realm can see, wait, there's chapters before that and there's chapters after that. It's just the fact that we didn't see it, we didn't read it, we didn't hear about it, so we don't know what's going to happen or what did happen. It's kind of like saying you don't know the past, you don't know the future, you only know about right now. But when you tap into the spirit realm, you can see everything. You can see, so that's why there's no time. But I know I'm getting really far deep into things, but it just feels like it needs to be said, you know? So it's like, not everything is not what it seems, but it's only because we're only seeing one little part of it. And if we could just open our eyes to say that, oh, okay, so there's other parts before this that would help make that chapter make more sense, as well as the chapters after it, then when you read the whole book, you're like, oh, okay, like it all clicks. And you're like, oh, okay, this makes a lot of sense why this happened in this chapter, right? So that's kind of like how your life is right now, too. This is what I'm getting. So you might have not have realized, like in the recent past, maybe you're probably like, why is this happening? What the heck is this all about? Is this really needed? Is this really teaching me anything? Yeah, it actually is, but it might not have taught you anything in that moment, but now it's like you're starting to understand. It's all starting to come together. It's like, whoa, this is like mind-blowing stuff. And I spent 21 freaking minutes on this. 4 cards. And we have one more, but I'm going to try to make it a little bit longer and add a couple of my other cards, or decks. But then I think I'll just make like another reading or so, because, you know, the energy is just flowing here. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Yeah, you need to release. And I really get that feeling that you already are. You have been. Everybody's at their own stage right now, but I am picking up more of the energy of the people that already have been doing this releasing. And I wonder if I could put this down a little bit. And my cats are like, they want to just, you know, interrupt this. All right, angels, guides, ancestors, the highest white light. You know what? I'm going to pull from my deck first. Angels, guides. Actually, no, sorry. I have to listen, you know. Whatever I feel I have to do, I'm going to do it. So, no, we're going to do regular tarot, but I'm going to do the tarot that has, like, the explanations on them. Oh, the Hierophant. So it's like, I'm getting you're committing to yourself now, like self-love, self-care. I know it's kind of overused these days. It's not just about pampering yourself, you know, it's like you're really doing the soul work. Whoa. So the Hierophant pops out reversed. Okay. That's a sign. Okay, so you're also challenging tradition. So you're not going with the crowd, I'm hearing. You're starting your own thing kind of thing, and you're not listening to everybody. Yeah, we have a Queen of Swords reversed. Maybe somebody was being bitchy or gossiping, or one who can't be trusted. So somebody who couldn't be trusted, somebody's gossiping. It could have been the person that you left behind, or they left you behind. And that could also represent, the Hierophant reverse could also represent non-commitment or non-committal energy. It could have been an unconventional relationship as well, but I'm just getting more so of the non-committal energy, especially paired with the Queen of Swords reversed. And then we have Justice reversed. Ew. So an injustice definitely was made by this Queen of Swords in reverse. I think they can, you know, harness both energies, or they have both energies within them. So, and it's almost like, because the Hierophant came out first, well, on the bottom of the deck, it was upright. Now it's reversed, almost like saying they give this illusion of being committed to you, or being committal. Is that a word? Being committed, but they weren't. Obviously,